Hello, this is Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution on PS2. I'm going to play Quest Mode with Sarah Bryant in this costume. I'm playing in her Player 2 costume so that I can see the AIs in their Player 1 costumes, because I'm at the Final Arcade, and when I played through here before, that was with Jacky, and I was always in his Player 1 costume, so I always saw the AIs in their Player 2 costumes. Now I'm playing in my Player 2 costume, so I get to see all their Player 1 costumes for the first time, so that'll be fun. I'm only 16.8% having defeated that much of this last arcade. What am I doing here anyway? I have to defeat 7 of the champions to progress. I've defeated 1. Okay. Well, so loud. Hang on. Just had to turn down my headphone volume a bit. Oops. Okay. So I've reverted, not reverted really. I've come down to this ultra cheesy mode of playing with Sarah because she just doesn't have that many moves that the AI does not just completely trash at this level. So that's been kind of irritating, and I'm hitting random buttons right now, which is no good. Ow. Oh yeah, she doesn't necessarily punish the somersault kick, which is kind of a... If the AI does not punish the somersault kick, then I can just do the somersault kick all the time. Well, that was weird. Oh boy. She's got that jab right in there. Oh, she can punish it. Oh, wow. Or she can do that. Yeah, she can come in fast with like an elbow or something that I think can catch me as I land. She has not been doing that. I mean, Owie in general can.
Excellent.
Jeez. Well, she was not one of the 7 champions. By champions, of course, it means AIs of champion rank. They generally have these shiny gold costumes, and they're usually a little bit tougher than that. A prize. A very valuable prize. Oh, the mask.
Ready? Go!
Now, I was finding that Vanessa's were also a little vulnerable to this. Jeez. Maybe more than a little in Out to Lunch's case.
Go!
See, she didn't have a counterattack there. Ooh. Oh, she caught me there. I didn't get very far back. Ow. That was a silly move to do, but it worked.
Ready? Go!
Uh-oh. There's the old frame traps. Oh, here they come. I waded right into that. So the AI likes to do this too. They let me win 2 rounds and then proceed to pull out all their tricks. Or their little jabs that knock me out of anything I'm trying to do and just kill me without me being able to counterattack. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Hey, nice Oh boy. Yeah, she is. She's not getting hit by that now. Blah. I don't like this constant sharking that the AI is trying to do to me. I guess I just have more trouble with it in general as Sarah than I do as Jacky. So, Leon was the most vulnerable to... Arg. Wow. Oh yeah, man, just keep going, I guess. So, the fact that I don't block, for ergonomic reasons, does not help me stop some of these massacres from happening. Hey.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Oh my gosh, come on. He's just gonna evade wildly every time. That was weird. He does have a comeback when he wants. From the somersault kick block. But he doesn't block the somersault kick as much as he should, even at this level. He definitely wasn't in the previous arcade. There we go. Yeah, just keep trashing it on there.
Maybe I should pull back a little.
Don't pull back a little. No polding. Well, I've beaten one of, what was it, 7 champions it wants me to beat? I think there might be more than 7. In fact, I'm almost certain there are, because I think there were there's at least one that I didn't beat as Jacky. I think at least probably 2, most likely. That's an awesome outfit, Kofu Megane. Quite the hairdo as well.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Oh. Oh, there it is again. That somersault kick from Flamingo doesn't seem to work very well against about 2/3 of the cast. But Aoi, Shun, Vanessa, too soon. Leon, Lei-Fei a bit, and that might be about it, as who it seems to work fairly well on still, even in this highest level arcade. The other characters were mostly just completely evading it every time or whatever. Or just blocking, perhaps.
Ready?
Alright, so here's the champion. He's trashing me. Just gonna evade every time. HanaBiRei. Well, that's not gonna. So he just blocked. He blocked and evaded it a bunch. He's always got that waiting. I'm down. Bonk.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
He's got this whole
Excellent.
hardware store on his back.
Fight 4. Ready?
Actually, I guess it's just, what, one shovel? Ah, I'm dead. Jeez. 2 hits. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Fight 5. Ready? Go!
Ah! That does such ridiculous damage. Well, that's another champ down. I have doubled my champion defeats or wins or whatever. 5 left. I've been going through the arcades until I defeated 90% of the opponents. I may not do that now in this arcade, just because I'm kind of tired of having to play Sarah this way. I guess it's working on Kage. Uh-oh. That sure didn't work. Ow. Oh. Jeez, this guy ain't having nothing.
Ready? Go!
That wasn't so bad. It's definitely really big on evading that. Jeez. Okay, fine. You can get away with about 2 of those throws per round, it seems like. Maybe per match. I'm not sure. I haven't really tried to push it.
Ready? Go!
Ow. Ow. I hate this guy. I hate fighting Kage as Sarah. I don't know. It's just all the trickery. All the stupid, oh, I'm just gonna do this little ninja thing that you didn't see coming, and now you're gonna eat a huge, elaborate frame trap combo. Why am I still doing that? That is not working well enough. Let's try to stop doing that.
5. Ready? Go!
I keep adjusting my microphone every 2 seconds. What? So, the little tick hits. Yeah, I did it. I was dumb. That reminds me, there was somebody I was fighting where it turned out that was the wrong range. It turned out that doing the down forward kicks into Flamingo, I just got it horribly wrong there, but doing it from like the edge of her range was super effective versus doing it closer in where she seemed more likely to eat a big counterattack. Now there he was trying to back out, and I was able to flip kick him because he wasn't guarding. Oh my gosh, the jab hit before a somersault kick? Eat that.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Guess I'm gonna die. Wow. That was, what, like 80%, 85% health or something? Like one hit, one reset. I don't know what you call them. Why am I still doing that? You armbar? I guess I'm dead again. So he's just punking me. Just those little hits, man. Those little... Oh, instead of backing away or whatever it looked like I was doing, I'm just gonna skip in place and then huge combo. Jeez. Wow, okay. That was like a half evasion. That shouldn't have worked. And then, I don't know.
Ready? Go!
Uh-oh.
Even good guys blow it.
Ninjas, man. Kage was shaping up to be one of my worst nightmares. He somehow didn't quite turn into that, but he is not my favorite person to fight. Now, Pretzel Boy. Go is always interesting because he doesn't really seem to have a coherent way to win. I lose once in a blue moon to Go when they just start doing all kinds of wild stuff. He does like that elbow to counterattack.
Fight two! Ready? Go!
Ow! Gee.
KO!
See that? I don't know. I don't know what that was. He just hit me a lot.
Go!
So if he doesn't have a counter, well, he does have the elbow, as I said, but he's not doing it a lot.
Fight four! Ready? Go!
On range. Elbow doesn't hurt too bad. Uh-oh. You missed me. I just fell down. Oh. Oh no, I'm dead. So this is how Go gets me.
Fight five!
This stuff where it looks like I'm fine, and then he'll come in with something like that. So I better use up my... That was dumb. My throws. There you go.
KO!
So the somersault kick wasn't getting him, really. But he wasn't really doing enough to get me. Except when he would do a ground throw. You don't want him to do those.
The show's gonna be...
Oh, come on.
Fight one!
I just fought you. Yeah, I don't want to fight him again. I don't care about the win streak. Who cares? Get all my money. So I have some kind of stupid quest thing, but I don't think any of these are going to get done. 10 times without losing any rounds. So I guess I've done it twice. Go me. Yeah. 23%. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about getting 90% clear in this arcade. There's a lot more stuff I could do in quest mode that's just, you know, fun stuff to do, but I'm not super having fun with
Fight one. Ready?
Sarah right now. Napalm. Okay, I was not paying attention. Is that a one of the aliens from what's that music game on Dreamcast, you know? Ow. Yeah, someone got blown up. So this somersault thing has not typically worked for me on Laos, but everything's hitting napalm so far. Well, yeah, let's just wait until the next few rounds, and I'm sure it'll change around. There, see, like maximum distance kicks. I'm dead. That was stupid. Wasted that round. Because that's the only really close to safe move I have. Back punch kick. And he can still knock it down just like that. It's just that he doesn't do that very often. He can also just steam in on me because I don't have a block button. Okay, the somersault is definitely not working now. That was a complete error. Why would I try to kick a man? I've blown 2 rounds now. Right at the end. I guess I just want to have to continue against him.
Ready? Go!
Wow, this guy sucks. Yeah, that's what is supposed to happen when I try that move on. Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Thank you.
I just let myself lose those first 2 lost rounds. Not that it would have mattered because these Laos have been punking me. They will just let me win until they need to win. And then it gets really tough. Yeah, don't do that. I'm dead. Why? I hate having to fight this way. It's so lame, but there's nothing else I can do against these Laos. Nothing else I could find. Everything I can do, they can counter worse. There's even nothing I can do because they will counter with that once in a while. There you go, just enough. Thanks, dude.
Ready? Go!
Well, maybe I'm just not gonna get past this guy. Remember how much I blew him up in that first round? Yeah, real fun.
Thank you.
This is what infuriates me about fighting these guys.
Come on. Let's
Fight one. Ready? Go!
What? I was just trying to stop him some way, and I just can't hold him off long enough.
Go!
Yeah, that's great. Oh boy.
Fight 3.
I
Ready?
just got tired of.
Go!
What am I doing? The hit rate on this is way down. Jeez. Of course he wouldn't let me throw him then.
Ready? Go!
Wows have been really not fun to fight. Just really lame. Probably if I was using a block button, it wouldn't be so maddening, I guess. Because at least you wouldn't just be stuck with them just rolling in on you.
Fight 1.
Uh-oh.
Go!
Is this the one I never beat as... No, it's... I don't think it is. There's one Sarah in here I never beat as... She's got a... Like, I think that's obsidian.
Fight 2. Ready?
I do love Sapporo S's costume. I mean, I guess being a big game hunter isn't all that cool. But, it looks cool. Ow. They're just, you know, those are not real animal skins. Okay, so I thought somehow the, somersault kick would work on Sarah's reversely, but it did not. It did on, Sarah I fought last time. Pretty sure. Ooh. Yeesh. That was stupid. Oh.
Fight 4.
I can't have any fun. She ain't playing. Uh-oh. No, she's not letting me do anything. I got that in. Uh-oh.
Pull back a little.
Had to lame another one out.
Fight
Just, you know, just let me flip kick you once in a while. What's wrong with that? See, she tried to do a little change up, which is why she didn't just paste me that last time. Again. Oops. Wrong attack. That was up forward guard plus kick instead of up forward kick.
Go! Ready?
See how much more fun we have. Oh. Oh, no throw. No, not even a single throw. Oh, boy. No. That hurt a lot. Die.
Fight 4. Ready? Go!
Oop. That was kind of weird. What's that maximum range thing? Those kicks. Like, why does that last one keep hitting? And the middle one never hits. I saw that coming. I'm going for high visibility here. Even on this rainy day on the Great Wall of China. You can see me from the next tower over. Oh, it's Dippy.
Fight 1.
Yeah, Dippy. So Dippy's a champion. I thought I'd already beat him. Okay, that hurt a whole bunch. Dippy! What the heck? Okay.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Wow, he just whirled under my kick for half of my life. There's most of the rest of it. This is the exact same thing that happened last round.
Fight 3.
You're looking a bit too fierce right now. Oh boy. Oh yeah, just keep going for it, man. Wow, Dippy. Jeez. I'm just gonna die. Didn't kill me. I'm dead. Oh, Dippy, I don't know.
4. Ready? Go!
Jeez. Sure. Just easy as you like. Oh.
KO! Fight 5. Ready? Go!
Yeah, I can't even... Oh my... I mean, do we really have to keep doing that? And that, same as the first 2 rounds. I'm dead.
KO!
Dippy, my gosh.
Thank you.
He just went off on me. Like every time.
Ready? Go!
I evaded. Look at me. Look at me, who's the best Virtua Fighter? Uh-oh. Don't get out. Get the frick out.
KO!
I couldn't get out. Dippy.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Those backflips were just me wanting to get away.
Excellent!
I mean, what can I do at the beginning except just bail
Go!
by backflip? Nothing else is fast enough. Oh. Ah, come on. What the...
KO!
Even good guys blow it.
So wait, was what? He was a champ, right? Wasn't he? He must be. back in the day before I beat quest mode with Jacky, Dippy and I had some pretty good fights when I was playing Jacky. I mean, these days I kind of trash him with Jacky because I am playing differently. I'm playing without a block button, whereas before I would wait patiently and block Dippy's attacks and then try to counterattack or throw. Oh, it's Napoleon. Oh, shoot. It's the Phoenix. Wait, no, there's only one Napoleon. It's not Akio. Yeah, Jacky's not super vulnerable to the somersault. Oh boy. What? What the?
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
I'm dead. Phoenix, Napoleon, too good. Jeez, nothing. Didn't drop a thing. I wonder if he counts as one of the champions. I kind of don't think he does. I'm not even sure he's a member of the arcade, I suppose. Actually, that's another question, because I know Dippy's a member of this arcade, but there may be some champions who are from the special group. Oh, don't do that. Gosh, dang it. I can't get anything in on him. Look at that. Wow. Just hits me as I'm somersaulting away. This guy is disgusting. Nothing. I can't get even close to him. That was just flails. Tried to do a somersault away. That's a bad idea. Oh my gosh. So you think you've got him? No, he's just set you up. Oh, God, he's just... Jeez, the speed of that. Oh. Sheesh.
Fight 5. Ready? Go.
He's starting to dance too much. I'm dead. Went for the throw. He didn't have anything of it. That sucks. He's just too good.
Go.
Hi. Hi. Can't hit him. Can't do anything all of a sudden. He just decided to stop let me do anything. Gosh. Oh, here we go. Just lock me down again. No, I don't want to. I don't like fighting you. You're no fun. I mean, the fact that you just can't do anything is the not so fun part.
KO. Fight 3. Ready? Go. Ha!
Golly.
KO. Fight 4. Ready? Go.
Yeah, that's what he does. 80% of my health gone as soon as he gets in, because I don't know what to do.
Thank you.
I hate that.
Fight 1.
He just starts tapping me high and low. I'm just ricocheting back and forth. All of a sudden my controls won't respond to anything, and that's how the game is supposed to go. That was stupid.
KO. Fight 2. Ready? Go.
At least he let me fall down. Oh no! Don't give him that too. I'm dead.
KO.
I went for the throw and I'm dead.
Fight 3.
I hate Jacky.
Go.
Too close. As soon as I get too close to him, he just throws me. I don't know why I'm doing that today. I guess I'm gonna do that until he kills me. I don't know. It's so lame doing anything else.
Go.
And now I can't even get him with down forward kick from the start. Well, that was me hitting random buttons. Oh, that was fast. Good. I'm sorry, it's just not very fun.
Ready?
Oh, here's another champion. I mean, I can see what I have to do. Like, I could just, repeat this constantly. Don't do anything else. This is the best bet, but it's so boring. It's so lame.
KO.
Just the problem with this AI that
Fight 2. Ready?
they don't even try to pretend they're not a robot who reads your responses and fires off the perfect counterattack immediately. Reads your button inputs. Okay. Okay.
KO. Fight 3. Go.
I kept thinking this name was Segirl, but it's got to be Segirl, right? Kind of awkward, but I guess that must be it. So he's just gonna block everything. Or she.
Ring out. Fight 4. Ready? Go!
I don't think this works. No. Just look at that. Look at this. How much didn't he evade? Oh boy. Just the casually easy sidestep.
KO!
Oh.
Fight 5! Ready? Go!
I'm obviously not ready. It's obviously a farce. How did I win this? That's so lame. Stupid flamingo.
Fight 1!
No.
Go!
Yeah, they love that down forward kick launcher. Down forward kick launcher.
KO! Fight 2!
Man, that's a Napoleon. It's just crushing to fight in this mode. Where I just can't. I don't feel mobile enough to get away from these huge combos. As Jacky, I was.
KO!
But without being able to block,
Fight 3!
I'm stuck in this flamingo thing, and it's just not super fun. I mean, I can backflip, so I just have to keep going in and out of flamingo, because that's the only way I can have enough mobility. And some sort of attack that doesn't get crushed. Well, that was horrible.
KO! Fight 4! Ready? Go!
It's easy to beat Sarah's as Sarah's. I would be interested what fighting Obsidian. Interested to see Obsidian. As this Sarah, as Jacky, it was so bamboozling. She was just in and out of flamingo like nothing.
Fight
Nice
1!
outfit.
Ready? Go!
I guess I do have that hat, don't I? But it's sort of horrible. I'll let the AIs wear it. They can pull it off better than me. Ah, I had the means to pressure her
KO!
out of the ring, and I didn't quite do it.
Fight 2! Ready? Go!
Eee. Well, that was a whole bunch of the wrong thing. Ooh, point blank. Ah, stupid. I did that way too many times, and I don't think I hit her with it once. Cheapers creepers.
Ready? Go!
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I was trying to do the incredibly slow sweep, and I'd forgotten how to do it.
KO!
Ah,
Fight 5! Ready? Go!
hey. I mean a sweep from Flamingo. Why am I doing that? Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh, jeepers. Oh my gosh. Nice kind of damage.
KO!
Keep lowering my microphone as I slump over more and more.
Fight 1! Ready?
Oh, it's another champion. But see, I don't remember this go when I played him as Jacky being that, like, not one of the tougher goes. He's got some hits there.
Fight 2! Ready? Go!
So you can't really punish that, which is a problem for him.
KO!
Oh dear.
Fight 3! Ready? Go!
Man. I think, yeah, see, he can't really counterattack that, so I might as well just do this on him all day.
KO!
Talk about your risk reward.
Maybe I should pull back a little.
Me and my canary yellow fighting all the champions in their gold. Gosh dang it.
Here I come.
Fight 1!
You sure
Ready?
do.
Go!
Let's go find somebody else. What are we up to? 29.9. 4 champions. No, wait. 5 champions. 4 matches without losing a round. So only 2 champions left. That's been going pretty well. I got smoked by Napoleon, but I'm not sure he counted.
Ready?
Oh, I love this Akira. I forget how to fight Akira. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, you don't do that. I just get that elbow in eventually.
Go!
They take such a ridiculous pose when she grabs him with her ankle.
KO!
Wow, he got hit by everything right there.
Ready?
Won't really matter in another round, though. I'm so lucky.
KO! Fight 4! Ready? Go!
Too slow. Can't get the deflection off. Could have got a somersault kick in there, but nope. Oh, what am I thinking? Yeah, there's a good 30% damage for my foolishness. No, he didn't do a whole lot.
Fight one. Ready?
You. Jeez, so if he hits me with his stupid kata opener, just punch kick to do the deflection.
Two. Ready? Go!
Oh, he did it. That was a little slow.
KO!
Oh, man.
Fight three. Ready? Go!
Dang, this guy's too fast. Against an earlier lay, I was able to get down forward kickoff in the beginning. Not this guy. That's hitting him every time. Aw, come on.
Fight four. Ready? Go! KO!
Maybe I should pull back a little.
What a dumb character. Lei-Fei sucks. I'm sorry. Terrible, terrible design. You don't design a character who relies on completely unintuitive
Ready?
magical deflection moves. Oh, it's pie. I don't know. The low stance. I don't know what to do still. Oh, pie. So I've sort of... I had a real hard time beating Lao to get out of the last arcade. Real hard. And that's where I had to learn this whole BS mode of fighting. I beat pie there with down forward kick. Since then I have been unable to beat pie. So now I don't know what to do to pie. I can't beat pie. If I beat pie, it's just gonna be complete luck.
KO! Ready? Go!
She's too fast. She goes into that low stance and I can't touch her. She recovers faster than I recover. Shit.
KO!
Yeah. It's a good thing you're not a
Thank you.
friggin' champion.
Fight one. Ready?
'Cause I ain't gonna beat you. Yeah. Okay. It'll just go right through her.
KO!
That was, the ridiculous wake-up range, it's just not right. I don't know why I'm trying that stuff. 'Cause I want to die.
KO.
Well, that was ridiculous.
Fight 3.
Every time I tried to throw her, she just fell down. That's me flailing. Good. Golly.
KO.
No, when she really doesn't want to get thrown, she just jabs me.
4. Ready? Go.
So that can't... Oh.
KO.
That just doesn't hit her enough at all.
Thank you.
Fight
At
1.
one point,
Ready? Go.
I could kind of pressure her. See if she catches me in the air, up on one leg, I mean.
KO.
She's invulnerable to me
Ready?
if I am in anything, in any kind of stance, and she goes into low stand. Yeah, hit her with that. The lowest possible damage. No, of course I can't throw you. Why would I be able to throw you? Yeah, I'm dead.
KO.
She went for a throw. I got lucky.
3. Ready? Go.
It's ridiculous. She's too fast.
KO. Fight 4. Ready? Go.
No, that didn't work. Wow. I can't even notice that I can't even. Oh, I did. I can barely hit her with this, which is hitting everybody else. At least a little.
Fight 5. Ready? Go.
I can't hit her with down forward kick. Oh, I did a little. Yeah. Wow, lady.
KO.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's
1. Ready? Go.
I'm so demoralized at this point.
KO.
What does it matter?
Ready? Go.
Yeah. Throw. Oh, I got a throw in. She throws in. He throws in.
KO.
Or throws in. That was the weird thing, like,
Ready? Go.
that palm strike means you're gonna get hit by everything.
KO.
Like, when I beat her before, it was from
4.
before the last time, which was down 4 kicks. It was pressuring. That didn't work.
KO.
What was that even?
5. Ready? Go.
Again, counterattacks.
KO.
I got her after all that whining. Having to rely on throws sucks because it's pretty much completely arbitrary whether they just get thrown or don't. So that's not fun. It feels like a complete spin of the wheel. Oh, nice tiger, Professor. So here's another champion. I should have thrown him. I'm hitting random buttons. That's not gonna work.
KO.
I have a hard time. My eyeballs cannot see this guy. He's just one huge glare. This is the Lao when they're moving too fast.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
Well, this champ may not be getting got. This is probably the only thing I have that'll work on him.
KO. Fight 4. Ready? Go.
Still so slow. I could backdash, but then I couldn't do my deflection, for instance. Oh my gosh. That's the worst.
Thank you.
Don't thank him. He's a scumbag.
Fight 1. Ready? Go.
Did get the deflection in there that time. I went for kicks. I was stupid. What makes me... What makes me think I can hit this person?
KO. Fight 2. Ready? Go.
Boy.
KO. Fight 3. Ready? Go.
Eat it all. Well, I guess I got him. He was not very good at getting out of throws, it turned out, which was surprising. I don't think he even jabbed me once to get out of a throw. That's weird. Oh man. What is that mask from?
Go!
It's just so bizarre. Hi. So that's not like Tekken where they can just run over you to do damage. Thank goodness. I have no idea what happens when Vanessa starts doing that.
Go!
She will just do that to me all day long. Look!
KO!
Just belting me, knocking me out of everything.
Go!
It's like Jacky's locking me down, except I feel like I shouldn't be locked down, which is even more frustrating. This has gone really poorly.
KO!
Can't deflect, can't do anything, just gonna get hit.
You're all talk.
I'm all just getting hit and recoiling.
Fight one! Ready? Go! KO! Fight two! Ready? Go!
Yeah. Shit.
KO! Fight three! Ready? Go!
Yeesh.
KO!
What? She's hitting me out of it. Okay. I should be able to realize that's happening now. I know it's gonna happen, but I just don't think to do anything about it. I tried to punch.
KO!
No, I'm just complaining all the time now. It's just because I'm not having fun with this mode of fighting with Sarah. It's a drag.
One! Ready?
Such is life. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, that's not a great idea.
KO!
He got hit by everything.
Two! Ready? Go!
Okay, it's too fast.
Excellent!
Oh boy. I mean, he can always just do that, right?
Ready? Go!
No, he's gonna throw me. No, he's gonna punch me, and then he stood up into a throw. Ah. He's just gonna slug in with that elbow.
Go!
Yeah. Okay, Bubsy.
Thank you.
Fight one! Ready? Go!
God. This way of fighting with Sarah just feels completely broken, one way or the other. Somebody's doing something broken.
Fight
It just
two!
doesn't feel like fighting because I can't move. Yeah. Gosh. I'm not even getting close to doing anything to this guy.
Ready? Go!
I guess I'll just fall over.
KO!
Thank you.
Eyeballs hurt. I hate the lighting on this stage. They
Ready?
did some really stupid lighting in this version. I'm not getting any kind of correct range on this guy. Let's just take me down, champ. There you go.
Fight two! Ready? Go! Fight three! Ready? Go!
What is that even? Can anybody even tell what happens in that move? Like throws, huh? Oh. Nope, he doesn't like throws. Is that it? Are we done? No.
Fight one!
He calls himself the champ, but he's not a champ, so I don't have to beat him. God. I can't even tell what's happening. He's stomping and spinning the camera around constantly. It sucks.
KO! Fight two! Ready? Go! KO! Fight three! Ready? Go!
That was weird.
Excellent!
Okay. See, I just have to stop trying to fight these guys and just do that, I guess. Oh.
Fight one!
Oh. No. Out of here. One champ left. Hopefully it's not Napoleon. I'm pretty sure it isn't. There's probably at least one champ for each character in this arcade. Is that Dippy again? No.
Ready? Go! Ready?
No idea what his emblem is supposed to be. Well, that's like the 5th time I've done that tonight. I've never done that before. I think I'm tapping forward on the joystick. Yeah.
KO.
This guy's easy to hit so far.
3. Ready? Go!
Oh, come on. I was in my deflection spin. That should magically deflect any and all incoming attack. Ooh. Honk.
Even good guys blow it.
I probably had this stupid headphone wire in the wrong spot this whole time, just rubbing on top of my
1.
microphone.
Go!
Beam. The friggin' Lei-Fei. Uh-oh.
KO.
Well, he almost did it. It really just comes down to who's hitting the button sequence against Lei-Fei. It sucks. I mean, that's an extremely silly way to phrase it, but like if he hits you with his stupid button sequence, you just have to hit the reflection sequence. Oh boy. It's just a question of how screwed up will everything get. Because he keeps spinning around and
Fight 3.
trying to
Ready?
knock everything off. What? Yeah, you like throws, huh?
Maybe I should pull back a little.
Interesting little emblem. Am I just tightening up my shoulder in aggravation here? Oh no.
Fight 1. Ready?
Couldn't you at least be a champion?
KO.
See, it's weird, like sometimes these pies don't block as they get up.
Go!
It's like the one time I can actually hit them. Just keep going low though. That'll do it. Yeah, then I can't touch you.
KO. Fight 3. Ready? Go!
It is a bit of a problem not being able to score knockdowns here. Hey.
KO.
Okay.
Fight 4.
That's real fun.
Ready? Go!
Yeah. I can't stop her from hitting me.
Ready? Go!
Oh, I actually gotta attack him at first. Oh. That was crazy. Oh, come on.
KO!
That was a weird buy. Is this last champion gonna show up? It's gotta be more than one left.
One. Ready?
I don't want to spank you, you weirdo. Yeah, this worked pretty well on Sean. Weirdly.
KO!
Well, if he's gonna take a drink, it'll work.
2. Ready? Go! KO!
And he's usually so good at, like, staying low.
Go!
It's just weird that, like, that hits him. A flying flip kick hits him.
Ring out!
Jeez. I guess I spanked him. Well, my cable's just gonna be hitting cables on my microphone any old way, so I might as well make up on top where it's not two flappy cables slapping each other.
Fight 1. Ready?
A lot of Vanessas. Normally, I don't mind fighting Vanessas, but I'm just in such a state right now. What's that emblem she's got? I'm not really having fun even fighting Vanessas. I kind of like her crazy outfit. Some kind of like sci-fi thing. I don't know.
Ring out! Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Fits in with the stage. Ow. Yeah, there you go.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Jeez. Dear. Uh-oh. That was messed up.
KO! Fight 4. Ready? Go!
Hey, hitting random buttons.
KO!
Freaked out a little bit. Hopefully this fighting style looks not as lame as it feels to actually do.
I'm gonna win in no time!
After Napoleon, oh, it's a champion.
Go!
Oh no, it's another high-ranking Jacky who's just gonna spank me. Yeah, just do it all. Do all the damage at once. I don't know how to stop that.
Go!
It just turns me into a pinata, or even worse than a pinata, because you don't chain combo a pinata.
KO!
Jeez, I can't even see anything on this stupid, horrible lighting business they did on this stage. can't see anything. It doesn't help that he's wearing golden pants. Gold sleeves, I guess. I went for the throw. It didn't work.
Fight 5. Ready? Go!
So that move is faster than my down forward kick. Oh, blown up. Blown up again. It wasn't trending well anyway. So the flip kick, Jacky just avoids. Throws he is avoiding very well. He's getting way too many counterattacks on that. He's blocking the entry there all the time. I guess I just have to be more patient.
Fight 2. Ready?
That's really the key to this, is that I am not very patient with this nonsense. And yet it's the only way I can win. Then he does something like that and I just get all bent out of shape. Oh, I did it again.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Ooh, beat his axe kick for once. Ah. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you punk. Okay.
Fight 4. Ready? Go!
It's going forward kick me from back there. Oh my gosh. That was actually a pretty smooth move. Well, that should be the tournament.
Maybe I should pull back a little.
I don't think I want to go into that now. That's the tournament, I think. Yeah, I can't do that now. I can barely see anything. Well, I guess I did it. 40%. It's gonna stay there. Almost had this quest. Yeah, so here we go. I got 7 champs. So next time with Sarah, that'll be on, this was Sunday night, that'll be on Wednesday night. I will go through whatever the championship tournament in this arcade is called. Once you've done that, you unlock another entry here on Event Square that is the World Martial Art Championship 2 or something. And that's the final tournament of quest mode. So 2 more tournaments to go. And then Sarah's quest mode will be done if I can beat those tournaments, which it's basically just going to be just a matter of doing it enough times that I get a easy draw and manage to fail my way through. So look forward to that. I will be, well, so this tomorrow begins my new just weekly schedule. I'm not alternating games from week to week anymore. Just doing single week schedule, so should we start? Let's start it with Monday. Monday, tomorrow, will be, that game. Capcom versus SNK Pro on Dreamcast. That's Mondays. Tuesdays will be Jacky in his quest mode in this game, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. I have beaten his quest mode, but I just enjoy playing Jacky, unlike Sarah currently. But Wednesday will be more Sarah. Thursdays will be Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the PS3 widescreen version. Fridays will be King of Fighters 2000 on Neo Geo MVS. Saturdays will be Tekken Tag Tournament HD on PS3. And Sundays, more Sarah until I finish this freaking quest mode. So if I finish her quest mode, then I will go on and try to play Vanessa's quest mode and hopefully not run into quite such a... I mean, the fact is, the way this AI plays, where it just reads your input and automatically responds with a horrible counterattack most of the time, especially at high levels, it's going to come down to you have a few moves you can do that don't get horribly counterattacked at the high levels. At least that's how it comes down to for me, because I'm bad, I guess. So there's a few attacks I can use. The question is then, is it fun to use those attacks or not? Because if it's fun to use those attacks, like Jacky's, there's a few attacks I can kind of use with Jacky about 90% of the time, and the rest of the time I can maybe get away with a few other attacks. But if I can do those two attacks and I have fun doing those, then, I have fun playing Jacky against this AI, and I do, so that's fine. Sarah, though, just this doing the whole into Flamingo, out of Flamingo over and over, it's just not fun for me. You're not mobile enough. I don't like it. So that has not turned out well. So it remains to be seen if I do get through with Vanessa, or with Sarah, how things might turn out with Vanessa. Now, Vanessa, of course, has not one but two martial arts. Possibly that means she would end up with more attacks that might kind of, be not horrible to use against this high-rank AI. In which case, maybe she'll be the most fun to play? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Yeah, if I beat Sarah, that's what I'll be trying to find out. This is on standard difficulty. Alright, but for now we're done. Next time, that final arcade tournament. Well, I mean, next time in this game will be Jacky on Tuesday, and I'll just be goofing off in this final arcade. Because I have fun with Jacky. And I've already beaten quest mode with Jacky anyway. So there you go. Thanks for watching Sarah's final arcade tournament on Wednesday. It might take me who knows how long. I don't know. Anyway, first crack at it on Wednesday. I didn't really expect that I would beat those champions so quickly, and unfortunately I didn't have to beat Napoleon because that was really ugly. Like, I didn't... Did I come close to... No, I didn't really come close to him at all, did I? Maybe if I had the patience to stick to the, back punch kick into Flamingo, then tap to flip back out of it, then back into Flamingo and do that over and over, maybe could get him with that, but I don't know. It's not even worth it, Maybe he'll show up in the tournament, or actually, hold on. So, I guess I can go this way. Napoleon Phoenix. Jacky. What? It doesn't say what arcade he's in here? Well, that is the silliest thing. Okay. Then we sort by arcade. Sega World East. No, he's not a member of this arcade. He's a member of special group, right? Yes, there he is. What do we know about him? Mutual throw attempts. What? This is trying to indicate that you could get some lead on which throw escapes to mash in against him. Silly. So yeah, beating him obviously didn't matter for that arcade. There are champions in the special group. Maybe none of them were challenging me there, though. That would have made things confusing. Not as many champions in special as you might think. Real, isn't she the... Oh, she's now... Oh, that's right. So, I mean, fighting the champions went shockingly well. I guess if the tournament goes that well, then it should be a piece of cake, but I ain't counting on that. Because after all, you do have to win, you know, all those matches in a row. That's a tricky part. Okay, later then. Thank you for watching. Good night.